Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try the jet sweep here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out, so now you're way behind on the sticks.
After a first down loss, it's second and long to the 23. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
But when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Ball handed off.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. 15-yard penalty. The offense gets closer to the goal line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. Completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. This drive has now reached the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Quarterback looks downfield and make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Longhorns pick up enough for a 1st down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. The offense going with the hurry up. Here's that defense shifting again. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Pitch play to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Begin with a quick throw to the left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Oklahoma, 0.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense wraps him up quickly at about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Well, this is what it's all about. I mean, you get into the national championship, this is what really separates great teams and great coaches making this decision. You're facing 4th and goal. You're trailing in the first half. I think you go for it here to try to cut into this lead.
And he drops back in the gun, looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. He'll ride the back again here. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gets into space at the 50. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the 1st down. Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So a long, methodical drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners will try to keep this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Second and 10 here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. Longhorns line it up with first and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Short pass finds the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their own 13. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Hands off to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Longhorns will have to punt this one away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds his target, and it's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. See if they can convert the point after. BAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense takes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Single back, takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot and is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Breaking free at midfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the comeback continues. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Well, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. We'll try to run it with the option. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A fumble return for 6. A defensive touchdown, and suddenly this national championship game is dead even, Kirk.
Wow, great job by this defense of coming up with a turnover and then also being able to turn that into a touchdown. Now, all of a sudden, the momentum feels like it is shifted, and we have a national championship on the line here.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass this time. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his back. Comes a short throw down to the running back. He's swarmed by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up.
Football comes out. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Now it's 2nd down here. He's back to throw again after they didn't completion on first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, it's a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And now a crucial PAT attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Offense takes the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Handoff to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Let's see what the call is on this critical 3rd and goal. They try to punch it in overtime. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oklahoma, to take the lead in overtime. And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. They'll try the option play here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. And the back gets the football. Got a lane. Can he get in? And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now. And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a 2nd overtime. No problem with BAT right down the middle. So we're still tied now, heading into the first play of double overtime. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. We're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. And tackled there by the defense.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
So here we go. The coach rolling the dice, going for it on 4th and goal here in overtime. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Aim for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas Longhorns.